Channel. I just wanted to drop in here because, if you follow me, I do reviews on Divorced Sistas, which is a Tyler Perry show on BET Plus, right? They have drop a new episode every Thursday. So I was just online. I was watching one of my favorite bloggers, should I say, and he was talking about how he ran across something, I believe it was on Instagram, where someone was talking about DEVON Franklin, who plays Jefferson on Divorced Sistas, Rashida's husband, about him playing this DL role. Now, if you remember, if you've seen episode 5 and you saw my review on it, the episode ends where it definitely looks like him and Myron have a thing going on, right? I mean, it's hard for me to think that they wouldn't because of how it was set up. And in real life, DEVON Franklin, somebody said he wasn't a pastor, but I know he preaches sometimes. He's still like a religious figure. So you have some people who do not like the fact that in real life he's this religious figure, but he's playing a possibly, we're going to say possibly because we don't know facts yet, possibly DL man on the show. For those of you who don't know what DL means, which if you're watching this channel, you probably do, but just in case you don't, DL, down low, basically men that have relationships, sex with men, but they don't want anybody to know about it. They present it straight. They live their life as straight. Some of them are married to women, kids, all that. So, while I was watching the blogger, I'm going to go ahead and shout him out. Funky Dineva is like my all-time favorite blogger on YouTube. And he was saying, but if DEVON Franklin was on BMF playing a drug dealer, y'all wouldn't say anything. If he was playing, a man cheating on his wife, y'all wouldn't say anything, but you draw the line at him possibly being a DL dude. And I was like, facts. Like, let's talk about it. Now, I will say this. I've never seen BMF in Power before. I don't have stars because I'm subscribed to way too many streaming services as it is, right? But those shows are really big in our community, right? And if DEVON Franklin did play those roles, I think people would actually probably be like, oh man, he stepped out of the box. Being a religious figure in real life, playing that role, he's showing his acting chops, and I believe it. I truly believe that. I think people use religion to be hateful sometimes. No disrespect to anybody here that's watching as religious, but it's like if we're gonna get into the Bible condemns a lot of stuff. Like if you just read it, it's stuff in there that's just kind of barbaric. Like I'm gonna find out what exact scripture this is, but it was saying something about if a woman's not a virgin on her wedding night, she needs to go to her father's house and be stoned to death. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I just feel like when it comes to that, people pick and choose. And people also have to understand that he's acting. DEVON Franklin is acting. This is his first acting that I've seen. I haven't seen him acting in anything else. So please correct me if I'm wrong on this being his first acting gig. But, people, it's acting. I really don't know how to explain it. It's supposed to be like self-explanatory. You're going to play roles that don't always, or most of the time, don't mirror your life. And of course, some people were in comments saying, well, I think he's DL in real life anyway, and blah, blah, blah. Well, whatever. The fact is, I don't think this man should be condemned for playing this role. If he is a DL character, which we will probably find out on episode 6. And also someone mentioned that, Yolanda Adams is in that show. It's another show on BT Plus, where, I think it involves like that stripper, but she sings and stuff. And they say Yolanda Adams is in there cussing and carrying on and everything, Della Reese, may she rest in peace, was a religious figure, but she cussed her behind off not religious figure in the sense that she was in church, but I mean she was religious, right? She cursed her behind off in Harlem Nights. You see what I'm saying? I feel like art is the art. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like Devon shouldn't. This is my personal opinion. I don't feel like Devon should be getting the backlash he's getting for this. But I'm not surprised of it. Remember, if you watch my, I think my review on Divorce Sistas episode 3 or 4, and I was said I don't think Devon would play a DEL character because I know he's religious in real life, and then we see that he played it on here because I know, and the reason why I say, and please don't misconstrue my words. When I say religious in real life, I'm not saying that gay people aren't religious. I'm just saying a lot of times people that are heavy in the church are against homosexuality. That's what I mean by that. But I wasn't surprised of the backlash because with social media, the bad thing about social media is we have to hear everyone's opinion. We have to hear everyone's thoughts. For those of you that are too young to remember, before social media, you had chat rooms, right? But there were no smartphones in 2001. So you were on this stuff at home on your laptop or on your computer. You weren't walking around with it daily. You weren't getting notifications and buzzes from Instagram and TikTok. You see what I'm saying? So it's like you're kind of bombarded with it. If you're not careful with social media, it can really cause you to, I feel, be in a depressed mode. Arguing with people online, that's something I had to quit doing because it's like, why am I arguing with someone who I have never met, probably never will meet, probably lives far away in Idaho somewhere, and then the fact that you have people that create accounts just to troll people. Like they never have a profile, the face. If it's Facebook, for example, you go on there, their page has no work history, no city, they create the page just to piss people off. So like I said, I knew it was coming, but I just wanted to speak my piece on it. That, get a man a break, he's acting. I don't know how much else to say that. But anyways, that's really all I had to say on it. What do you guys think about this? Do you feel like the life someone lives in real life should be reflected in their art? Let me know. Definitely open-minded enough to listen to your comments, all right? Peace and blessings to everyone watching. Shout out to my 152 subscribers. Shout out to the rest of you as well who are not subscribed. But you can. My goal is to get to 1,000 subs by the end of this year. So help me out if you like. Doesn't cost anything. Takes a milliliter of a second. Probably didn't say that correctly, but you know what I mean. All right, you guys. Until next time.